Welcome to my channel again. Today we will start painting here a cardinal. We'll start mixing Windsor blue, red shape with cameo red. Forget a tone value very dark here. Okay, let's try with this mix. Look better, I think. Yeah, that's it. It's a very strong color, so I go to take some part out with a paper cleaner or towel paper for kitchen is fine. For don't give so much interest the background, okay? The background don't have interest in this paint for me. It's more center the imaging and make a center that the bird pop up, okay? So it is a commission that I get this week. I want to make this for a very value customer that I have, a collector in Madison. I paint the male of this bird in the last Art Museum festival around October last year. So now we are making here the female. This is the branch where the bird will be. I'm going to put more cameo red. The color that I use in my palette, there are 6. I know that maybe you want to know the names. The color is the left one in the circle palette is cadmium red. Very powerful. You can see with a few pigment, all the mix get red very easy. The next one is the permanent rose. A very soft color, very beautiful and delicate. The next is my favorite color is the ultramarine blue. It's very beautiful when you mix with the permanent rose, forget some kind of violet, purple. Very, very beautiful and light. The next one is the blue, the Windsor blue, red shape. That mixed with the red cameo get a very dark tone that is very close to the black. If you put more water, you get a beautiful gray. The next one is the aqua green. It's a very transitional color between it's not still green, but it's very, very close to the green. It's a blue, very grayish. And the last one is the cameo yellow. That is the only yellow that I use for give the values more light and soft, like now. Okay, the crest, the top of the bird is a very high reddish. And now going down with the mix with some yellow, forget this value more orange. You know, the break, the color is easy. For the color wheel, the theory of color tell us that when you paint some yellow, you can break very easy the color, the tone with purple. So I made here a mix between yellow and red that give me this orange that with the blue that we used before is getting break. Now I'll try to make the peak orange. Later will be more red. It's a very pop color because the animal have this area very, very reddish. I keep mixing the color. Here in the left you can see how I'm getting the color. I'm mixing them. So now with this small brush we try to get ready for the next step. The brush that I am using today is the Silver Black Velvet, the Series 3000. It's the number 4. It's one of the cheap one for this collection of brushes. It's a mix between natural hair and artificial hair. So get a lot of water for this small shape. The brush is getting a lot of water even when you think that it's so small, is doing well. Now we put more yellow in the mix. Focus down where the animal hair had more yellowish area, so there in the area of the eye and here in the area of the mouth and the neck is getting more yellowish. At the same time that we are going down in the checks of the bear, we left the top area dry, so when we come back we don't have a mix between the color that we don't want it. And here we are using a little bit dry brush technique, so you don't get so much pigment and water and you get lay down the color. Here we come back with the gray for the area of the head. And all the time watching the mix is getting beautiful and bright, because in this case this small paint, this small commission, we need to be focused in the bear. We don't have nothing that call attention in the paint, only focus in the center of the imagine, in this case or cardinal. We try to get here the grading around the beak. Okay, we try here more grayish for the check. We need to come back and see if the color get close to the original. And here they have some feathers reddish and the tail that is red too. But you know it's break, so it's more grayish red. We try to go down and leave the color. In this area, the original idea have a branch across the tile, but I think that it's not enough for the composition. I think that is something that break the beautiful tail of the bear, so we magically delay with our brain and we don't paint this area. That is the last feathers. But we need to make a little bit more here in the bottom. You need to take your time and paint relaxing, enjoy the way of your art. You don't need to be rushed, you have time. I guess that this bag with all the details that we can put on will be around maybe 20 minutes paint. Mostly this tutorial that I want to share with you today is because the small size, right? You can paint all the big paint that you want. The paint, when it's big, you need to use a big brushes. When it's small, like this case, use a small brushes. But the fun part of the watercolor is get ready for enjoy your way. The way of your art, the feel that you have, you need to be happy with the process. So when you get the end, whatever happened in the end, you get the happiness on your way. And in this case, the paint is getting very well. So I cannot say nothing about the process is getting better and better. I like the result I get right now. You know, all the details that we get, because I usually use the eyes for the end when they are pets. Normally I left the eye for the end, because the opposite to the portrait of people. Normally I start with the eyes because the eye gives you a lot of information, a lot of the feeling, if the person is happy, is sad, and where you are going. But in this case with the bear, other cats, the cats or dog, other cases, I usually use the eye for the end, because every feather, every hair, every part of the face, they give you the perfect spot, that the eyes go to pop up. It's like it's an egg in the pan. It's looking for the right place, and in the middle, the eye go to pan up. So it's the way that I follow for get ready the animal. I saw the tail is a little pale, so I got to put more reddish, with color more reddish mixed with pink. And the funny part of the limited palette I use with only these 6 colors is that your brain need to learn about how mix only 6 pigment. You basically have all the pigment that you need, but for example, it depends. If you only paint flowers, maybe you wanna put more pinks, blues, or yellows. Maybe you are tired to mix orange, so you get one orange right away that you know is the value of the color that your flower that you love it have. So you all the time can add more colors that you want it, or go down someone that you don't like it. So it's some kind of process that is so funny. And even too, when you get the commission, for example, I get one commission more that I want to show you for daisies. That you have different family of daisies. The regular daisies, white and yellow, but in this case the commission is very close to the orange, pink, and reddish. A lot red, a lot orange and pink. So I don't want to stay all the time mixing. It's fun, but take a lot of time. So I don't want to stay all the time mixing orange. That you see, I don't have my palette orange. The camion red very close to the orange, but it's not a real orange. So I don't want to stay all the time spending the yellow, red, like right now making this orange. It's so beautiful, but you can find the right orange and buy it. And with this orange, you can make the mix with the other color that you have in your palette and get amazing and so much color differences. So in this case, I use my 6 color, but when I have commission of some kind of subject that have only a few color or tones, you can find the right colors and you can make a very beautiful and funny mix, even discovering a new palette. And I think is the funny part of the art that you can get a limited palette with 3, 4, 5, 6 color, and you order your brain and you need to think about how you get the color that you really wanted. Is the reason because I use this limited palette. I know that another artist can use like a 30, 20 colors, but at the end, the process I follow is with the limited palette I get, make a color wheel with all the mixes that I can get, mix all the red with the other 5 colors, mix all the pink with the other 5 colors, and at the end, you try to mix two, like red, pink, and blue, red, pink, and yellow. You make the mixer with 3 of them, and you open your palette to see all the ways that you can follow. I go to put down the eye right now. You see that the spot was white, so caught my attention so much. I wanna fix that. Yeah, I wanna put the eye right away. Sometimes when I lost the white reflection in the eye, you can use watch white or acrylic white for put the little spot, the shiny part. But in this case, I was lucky and I get the right position without lost the white circle, right? So it is the process. I keep painting here a small detail. I saw the feather close to the beak are more dark, and getting some fun watching how the berries grow on the paper, right? I wanna tell you too that here we have the legs. I don't want to put some other tail in them because it's not the target of the bird. Even the bird have, even in this case that is a small bird, they have sometimes a very big nails and very big feet that break the imagine so beautiful and soft of the bird. So I never make realistic nails for the birds because they look more like a break pain, like a helper. Now we have here the leg, thin one, and the other one is covered for the feeder, so we don't need to worry about that. Put here more orange in this area, around the eye, the neck too. This part in the left is maybe so strong, so I need to put down a little bit with the cleanest towel paper. I keep painting the cheek. Now we have the chest more orange, like the natural bear. Put some water for mix and left the watercolor make the magic. Watercolor all the time is a 50% war between you and the water, so be friend of the water and get ready here for a beautiful mix. And we need only a few details more and the paint is over. I wanna fix it here in the top part because now that I finished the other part of the bird, the top look very pale. So now I'm getting more reddish. So the natural bear get the color. Okay, it's almost done. To put a little bit more, and with all these, I think that we are done. Maybe I need to work a little bit more in the branches, but you know, it's only put more dark areas for the part in the bottom that is the shadow part. It's only put a small detail that it's easy to find it. Okay, thank you for watching my video and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the like. See you in the next video.